and we're back in our gym. There has been a few updates ever since last time I showed you the place, and it's mainly cardio updates. So let's just go through them very quickly. Update 1, we actually got a rower in a few weeks ago. We also got some water tank, which really helps. But rower got in, and then moving down here, also this one got in. So we got the Assault bike, but there was not a monitor yet because the monitor that was on this one was not functioning. So we're waiting for a new monitor to come. So no data, but at least we can cycle. Outside the cardio equipment, we also got a few benches in. So bench press for days, and we got a few boxes. Now all we have left to do is just try to organize a little bit of storage down here. Mainly down here is where we keep like our shoes and bands and ab mats and rolls and wall balls. So it would be really nice to organize that one a little bit. And now we're just gonna go upstairs where my favorite absolute corner of the house is. So walking up these stairs, we're gonna go into the cardio corner. And I'm particularly proud of this as I've designed it with the architect, and it came out exactly as I wanted, and I'm very, very proud. So this is going to be where most of my Ironman training is going to be done, and with also clients and friends is where all the cardio is going to be done. So we've got an Assault runner, Concept 2 bike, and a ski erg. Visually, I like the ski erg here a little bit more, but we had to put it here because I sweat a lot during session, and what I'm afraid of is that while I ski, I'm gonna sweat against the wall, and it's a beautiful graffiti that I don't wanna ruin. So here, I can actually put a towel on a railing, and it's going to stay nice and clean. So, ski is there, then here, Concept 2 bike, and I've actually just yesterday done my membership to Zwift. So today is going to be my first Zwift ride. You can just connect the bike from here to your laptop, and it's very easy and very convenient. Streets in Bali are not always the greatest, so sometimes it's nice to actually being able to hit some intervals inside. I always get stuck in the traffic when I go out, so it's not really a linear ride. So I'm thinking to just do like 2-3 sessions a week inside on the Concept 2 bike, so I can have like a little bit better look on my data and my training, and then when I have to go for a longer ride, I can just go outside, zone 2, zone 3, and just go for longer rides on the road. So this baby here is going to help me big time. Another piece of equipment that is going to help me big time is this right here, the Assault runner. For the same reason before, when I go out on the road in Bali, it's always tricky to find like, flat road, not get stuck behind cars and everything. So here I can actually try to do a little bit more of better interval work. And I can also mix the biking and the running, which is something that I've lacked in the past, not in the past actually, ever since I started training. I need to combine more biking straight into running. Talking about running, I'm gonna have to take the GoPro off the support, and I'll show you something more, because I have done a few more upgrades when it comes to running. And the upgrades are shoes. So I've always tried to be the guy, like, don't have $100 shoes and a $10 squat. And I try to apply to everything. So I'm always really cautious when I buy new equipment and new stuff. For instance, my CrossFit shoes are probably like 4 years old or something like that. I really enjoy, like, now that we have like all the tools and the machines to training on, but I don't spend a lot of money on accessory, for example, for CrossFit, for shoes and all those things, like, I don't like. But I needed to do it on the shoe for running, and I'll explain you why. When I started running, I started with these, the On Cloud shoes. I actually got these from a friend of mine in Dubai. He's been using these shoes for quite some time, and the first time we had a longer event running, he told me that he was gonna give it to me, and they were okay, they were pretty good. But after running a little bit in them, I started to have split shin and knee pain and everything. And there's two options here. I'm not sure which one is the right one, but option one is that he already used these, so they were not as soft as they used to be. Or option number two is that I'm actually too heavy for these sort of shoes, and they're not really well suited for me. I'm 105 kilo. So I needed like a little bit more of cushion when I run. And with these I started well, but then it started to give me a little bit of a problem. But again, it could be because he's been using them a lot, or just because this model for my weight was probably not the best model. So what I've done after that, moved to these bad boys. So these Nike here, I got them when I started coaching here back in Bali again. And I use them for coaching just because they were really comfortable to walk in. They're really foamy and really soft, and I've been using them for all my running training, but lately they started to just fall apart a little bit and break, and they started to like bend really easily and all that. So I was talking with a friend of mine, and he was like, you should try these shoes, they're amazing, let's go buy them together, blah, blah, blah. So we found like a really good deal. They were like 30-40% off. And so what we have done is these. The Hoka One, apparently, or 1-1, I don't even know how to say. And I gotta say, they look sick. I love the color. It matched the wall, and I don't know, they look very, very sick. I'm really happy with those. So the reason why everyone kind of recommended these shoes, let me put the camera, it was that they have like a carbon fiber sole in here, so they make it really hard to bend the shoes, and that should give you like a little bit more of a bounce when you go out and run. And also the whole foamy thing down here is a lot more similar to this, and I've always had a good time running in these Nike. So I was like, well, these look like a good upgrade. They're bigger, they have carbon fiber, and I know Nike came out with this kind of same shoes, of course, is the Breaking 2 Record shoes. The best of these shoes is that they cost around $100. Right? That's what we've paid them. We found a good deal, so we paid like around $100. The Nike one, if I'm not wrong, is like $300 to $400. So, considering what I said before, I'm always cautious when I spend money on these sort of things. Maybe the Nike are a little bit better than these. I don't know. Possibly or not. What's for sure is that my running is not so good to be worth $300 to $400 extra. So I always try to spend money to make sure that they can also match my potential. There's the same thing on the bike. I don't need a $10,000 bike, first because I can't pay for it, but second because I'm not such a good rider that I need all those upgrades. And same things come here with the running. I'm not such a great runner that like the small difference that is going to cost me hundreds of dollars is actually going to make a huge impact on my run. The reason why I bought these is that I hope that this cushion and everything are going to keep my joints a little bit more healthy and pain-free, as that's something that as being heavy is necessarily not the best thing for running, but other than do Ironman, I still want to do CrossFit, I still want to lift heavy weights, so I still want to maintain some of my body weight, and I think this is a good compromise. It's a good price. I haven't tried them yet, but this week I'm going to start to actually training them and see how they go. And this is pretty much it. This is all the upgrade we've had now with the gym and with the training equipment. So all we need now is to actually become fit, and then we should be good to go. So this was just like a final look on the gym. We're gonna have, after we organize the storage, I'm gonna see how it is when it's done, and then I'm gonna start to keep you posted this week on my training, as it's going to change a lot, of course, with Zwift and all these machines. I'm gonna be able to train more consistently and a little bit different than what I've always done. So I'm gonna try to make another video in which I show you a week of training and see how that goes. So this is all for now. All the upgrades are done, and it's time to go get fit now.